Hi, okay, it's Peter again. I thought I'd do one more video on the lighting stuff because I've had such a positive reaction and I've been asked to give some more details. I've had a few questions. And also, I wanted to show you this next setup, which is even better than what I showed you yesterday. I've also learned a lot more about the DMX mixer, so let's discuss it. So today I want to talk about the Chauvet Gig Bar 2. So yeah, and I also want to say all the gear, not all the gear, all the lights that I'm showing you today were bought from HW Audio in Walton. It's a fantastic shop. The guys are really helpful. They really know this stuff. They find the best lights. With lights, one thing you've got to be really careful of is you can. They do lots of versions of each light. I don't know why. You can get cheaper versions which are absolutely rubbish. You really do need to know what you're buying. There are so many bad lights out there. You've really got to get the right stuff. And that's one thing that HW Audio are very good at. They make sure that they've got good stuff and advise you on the right stuff. These lights that I'll talk to you about, these wash hex lights, I actually bought one from somewhere else and it was rubbish. It was really bad and it broke within a couple of hours. And it was cheaper, that's why I bought it. I went back to HW Audio and bought the proper one, and it's just so much better, reliable, works, the guys are helpful. So yeah, the guys are great. But one of the things we did talk about in the shop was the Gig Bar 2, which is up here, and I'll just show you the Gig Bar 2 in a minute. But it is a very DJ Dave light. I was going to sell it because I thought it wasn't what I wanted for live music. It's very in your face, flashing, going off, doing its own thing, and I did have a conversation about DMX controlling it, and the thoughts on this was that it wouldn't you could DMX control it, but if you're going to do that, you could get better things. But I really like the Gig Bar 2. Now, I was selling it, I'd gone off it, I was selling it. Now I'm DMX controlling it. It is mega, and I want to show you. Unfortunately, I'm having to record this in the daytime because I've got a gig tonight. I'd love to do this at night time and show you the lights better, but unfortunately we're in the day, so it is what it is. I'll give a bit of a recap on some of the stuff we did yesterday. So let's just go and talk through the stuff that we've got. So yeah, as mentioned yesterday, and if you've not seen yesterday's video, go and check it out. Yesterday I did a video on moving heads and the lighting setup. So these are the two wash lights that I've got from HW Audio, Wash Effects, about 200 quid. These are my speaker stands. So when the band play, the speaker will go there. So these lights are going to face us. So these are to light us up at either side of the stage. Now, these are really bright lights, and you have to turn them right down because when they're on full, that's the strobe level. So yeah, and they have 6 colours. They are truly amazing lights. The colours that you get on these, they are so vivid and so many options. It does UV, they have their own chases and things like that. It's an effect light as well as, but they're great as a standard wash. This is the infamous Gig Bar 2. You see a lot of bands with these, a lot of musicians with them. It's more of a DJ thing, but it works great when it's tied up with these. Look, I do feel when you're playing, you've got to have something front of house. These will light the band up. You've got to light the band up. That's great. But you've got to have something front of house. These Darbies, particularly when you smoke with them, are amazing. But these give these spots around the room. Makes it look like a gig's on. And the laser, I don't know if you can see up here, but the laser on this, look, it's not the best laser in the world on this light. And yes, I would like a better laser, but do you know what? For the compact setup, it's great. You know, for the easy throw it in, it's absolutely fantastic. I'm so pleased with it. Now, what this is doing, these lights are obviously being DMX controlled now. So I'll just give a recap on the DMX stuff. So this is the Good Life DMX control from Tom. The thing about this is, I think it's 250 quid. It comes with a license for the software. The software license is 150 quid if you buy it separately. Actually, I think it's more than that. It's actually more than that. So you could end up buying something like this for 200, 300 quid and then having to pay 120 quid for your software license on your iPad. So this, I'm so impressed with it. The only downside is it's 2.4 gigahertz, which can cause you issues with your Wi-Fi stuff, and I'll talk to you about that in a minute. But this is, I'm so impressed with this. So this is our rack that we use for the band. I've got a 24 track mixer in. I've got all the band's wireless stuff. I've had to put a router in now so that it's really important for me that I can control the mixer and the lighting on one iPad. I could have two iPads, but the battery always goes on one. I do have two iPads at every gig in case the battery goes down. And batteries do always go down. It's incredible how they always go down. But the important thing is that if needs be, I can do it all from one iPad. So this is one of the iPads. That's the mixer. That's going to control my audio. And then here's the lighting rig. That's going to control my lights. And I'm going to do a separate video on the routers and how you get all this to work. I'll do explain a video on routers and the technology around in-ear systems, routers, and everything else, because if you get any conflicts, you can have an absolute nightmare. We did a gig the other day and my bass player bought a new piece of kit and they put it on top of this case and it took everything out, and we couldn't work out what had happened, and we literally lifted the device off the case and everything came back on. Right, so yeah, so look, from a distance now, these are the lights. This is on a slow chase scene, so I'll show you what we do for the band. I've got down here, we've got the different scenes that I've got set up. So I'll go through the scenes. The classic one, that's off. So lighting's off. And then this is my talk one. So between songs, this is our default lights down, just goes to a static colour, not moving. You can see the lights are all synced up. Should maybe turn the derbies off on that setting. Right, and then I've got a slow fade. This is what I'm going to put on for most of our songs. It's a shame we're doing this in the daytime because this lighting bar really does pop. It's great. It does everything I want. I've got the lasers up here. I've got the lighting bar. I've got the derbies giving something out the front. It's not too bright. I can control it. There's a dimmer here, and you just turn it down and everything comes down. So that is exactly how I want it. It's not blowing anybody's eyes out because it's not too bright. And if it is too bright, then just turn it down like that, turn it up, make it comfortable for the band. Yeah, and combined with the Wash Effects lights, this works together really well. So this is the Light Rider software. I did a quick tutorial. This controls the colors. You can say you want a slow fade between the colors. You've got the speed. You can put phase on it so that other lights will change slightly after other lights, but I don't like that. These are different effects. Obviously that's a slow fade. These control your moving heads. We've not got any moving heads today. I do want to show you this this screen here. I didn't show this yesterday, but this is the fixtures screen. So you can see this fixture here is the two hex lights at the front. You can see the signals that are being sent to it. And I can, if I want, I can say, well, I'm going to turn this channel up. And you can't see there, but that's turning a UV light up and down on those wash lights at the front. With the gig bar, again, these are all the channels on the gig bar. Now, this software knows what a gig bar is. It's very good with the Chauvet stuff, to be fair. It's got them all in, which it should do. They're one of the biggest lighting brands in the world. But one of the things that I really enjoyed was programming the laser. The guy in the shop wasn't so clear on whether I could program the lasers. That I recall anyway. Maybe he did. I thought we had a discussion about it. But you can actually program the lasers. So if I turn all the lasers down here, you can see there's no laser on the roof now. And then this program gives me some different modes for the laser. So you can see different patterns, and then I can go different colors, different speeds, and things like that. And then think the top one, it kind of goes all out. So I never felt like I got enough out of the laser on the default factory settings. So yeah, it does that strobe effect there. Oh, I've not seen that before actually. Maybe you should put that in somewhere. Yeah, so yeah, so this software truly is amazing. And let me show you this. It has this little map. I'm sure other DMX software does this, but you can kind of see that they're your channels, and you put your DMX fixtures in place. So if you know what you're looking at there with DMX, you know what that's doing. So that just allows me to easily drop my fixtures onto channels and then control them quite easily. Yeah, and it's very, very good. Honestly, I can't speak any more highly of this. There is a learning curve with it. It has taken me a day of messing around to really get my head around it. So yeah, going back to these presets down the bottom, we've got blackout, talk, we've got slow fade, which is what I'll have on when we're playing. Spotlight, which I want to put on for when I play Wonderwall. That'll be pointing down at me. And then this dramatic one I want to put on for when we do Frankie Goes to Hollywood. And upbeat, this one, probably play that funky music. And yeah, and then off or go to talk. Yeah, so there we go. It can be foot pad control. The next thing I'm going to do is get a foot pad controller, and then maybe even do another video there. So James asked me a few questions actually. He said, how do you stop them from breaking? Because they're not like the old lights, but you can see I've got a bit of wear on these. They're not like the old lights, but you do have to take care of them. So I've got these two lights here. These just go in this case with all the cables, and this isn't a particularly big case to be putting in the car. I get this in the back of my hatchback with all the bands gear. It does help that I have the compact mixer, and so it's like literally that goes in, the speakers and this. That's my pedal board down there. That's a big piece of kit, unnecessarily large, but it's a lot of fun if you're a guitar player to that's a whole nother video, isn't it? So yeah, that case does it all. And then I'll just show you the other cases in here. Just mind the mess, because I'm getting ready for a gig tonight. I've got my gig shirt, I've got all my stuff here. This is all ready to go in the car. But yeah, these are the moving heads from last night's video. And you see these are all connected up in here. That is a drum bag. That is a drum stands case. I'd be better getting a hard case, but drum stand case works so well for these T-bars. I'm going to throw like a dust cloth in there at the top just to pad that out, but they go really well, and you can have everything wired up. This is wired up with power. I use these. This is a 4-way splitter that I bought off eBay for about 15 quid for the power. And then everything just plugs in through that one socket, and then these are all DMX connected here. Yeah, so all I do is plug that in and plug the DMX cable in, and this just works. Goes on the stand, obviously. That's the bar that's the bag for the Chevrolet gig bar, Chauvet gig bar even. It's so compact, it's untrue, and that I've completely changed my mind on it, because that is now a fantastic light that does everything that a band wants. It's got a couple of spots on it, gives you something out the front, dead compact, and then you have that forward. I get this right. I'm still learning which way around is it. Forward light, back light. I suppose that's a backlight. They forward lights, I don't know. Obviously those facing towards you, these facing out, and it's perfect. So yeah, so thank you very much. I've enjoyed doing this lighting stuff. I've enjoyed doing the videos. So if you'd like any more, please let me know, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thank you.